guys, Stitching May here to do my update video. I do realize that this is the middle of December, and more than likely it will be the middle of January before I can do my next update video. It has to do with Connor's school schedule. He's out on holiday break and he won't be back into school until like the second or third week of January. So it'll just be easier for me to do my video then. After that, I will try starting in February to start back at the first week of the month video updates. Also of note, I'm not going to have a vlog for December or November or December. Life has happened. Everybody is now okay. We had the end of October and the beginning of November. Just getting ready for the holidays, and holidays are kind of weird for me anyway. That's a whole other issue. But then my dad got sick right after we had Thanksgiving, and then my dad got sick right after Thanksgiving and was actually hospitalized. Had to have surgery. He is fine now, but after that the drama llama came in, and when the drama llama came in, the stitchy bug went out. And then I'm trying to get the stitchy bug back now. I just said to my husband just the other night, I don't know why when I'm stressed that I don't stitch, because it does help me get unstressed. I apologize for the clearing of the throat. Winter air kills me. Anyway, so I'm slowly getting my stitching bug back. I'm hoping doing this video will help. I haven't seen Flosstube. I've just completely kind of isolated myself for the last 2 or 3 weeks and just focused on self, which is okay. I'm coming out of the fog now, and I'm gonna be okay. So anyway, let me know what you think about me not having the vlog footage. Like I said, I just didn't have, filming wasn't a priority. Sorry, not that, things happen and the camera just isn't important. But anyway, let me know if you like the fact that I don't have the vlog footage. It won't hurt my feelings, because I tend to put more in my update videos when I don't do the vlog. Or let me know if you missed the vlog footage. Either way, I will pay attention to the feedback, and I'll decide in January whether or not to start back the vlog. Speaking of feedback, you guys said, why am I talking my hands so much? I don't know. I'm gonna sit on them. Speaking of feedback, you guys said that with my last video I was too far away from the camera, so I've moved it up closer. I feel like you can see every pore on my face, so if I'm too close, let me know. Also, I had a few questions that you guys said that some of you guys said that you couldn't see the patterns that I had purchased, so I was going to show them a few of those to you again. This is the In Bloom by Ship's Manor. No, that may have a glare. Let me take it out. Something else, when I do my videos, I'm not doing it with a webcam, so I can't see myself, because I would never get the video done. I'm too ADD. So this is just a point and shoot video, so I never know if I'm in frame, if I'm not in frame, I never know. But there is the In Bloom by Ship's Manor. And then these were I think you could see the color of the flosses, you just couldn't see the pattern, so there that is. And then one of the other patterns that people seem to want to see was the My Big Toe designs. Just take that out. I'm afraid it's going to glare more now that I'm closer. There that one is. That is the Quaker Seasons. And I did finally decide that I was going to do the week style work. So I've been kind of purchasing them here and there. And I also put them on my wish list for Christmas. We'll see how that goes. And then, so sorry. There was this A New Beginning by Abby Lane Designs. This is the one that I got at the Friends of the Library sale. Then some questions that I had on the video were about this dragonfly pattern that I showed you guys. That was in a magazine that Miss Organic Granny sent me. Somebody wanted to know which magazine it was in, and it is in the January 2002 Stitcher's World I'm looking to see if it has a actual magazine number. It does not that I see. It does not have an issue number that I see. No issue number. But it is the December, it says December, January, and it's of 2002. But on the actual SKU, it says January 22nd, 2002. If that helps. Stitcher's World. See? Is that close enough to... That's what the front of it looks like. It's got a little polar bear stocking. And then I had several people ask about my towels and where they came from. And that is the Stony Creek Towels of the Month. I purchased this at Hobby Lobby using a 40% off coupon. It's $10.95 there. You can still get it on 123 Stitch as well as the Stony Creek website. I don't know the prices there. And I just realized I forgot part of my stuff. Let me pause the camera and then come back. Okay, I'm back. I forgot some of my haul from this month. But like I was saying, this is the Stony Creek pamphlets. I can only show you the outside cover because the pattern is all, the inside is all just patterns. There is a DMC list, and it also converts to Anchor and JB coats. Something that I did not realize until I got to the patterns were that they do call for some variegated floss, and I've got a few of those, and I'll show you the ones that I have. Okay, so that's everything from feedback, from questions and stuff like that. I'm going to try to answer your questions on the chat or on, reply to the comments. And then if I get some that are several of the same question, I will try to address it on the camera. That way you guys can see it there too. Don't really know that I'll do the answer every single question on camera because that could take a while. But I'll try to answer some of the main, like the ones that I see repeated. Kind of like the Q&A that I think Jessie Marie does. But hers is usually a little more in detailed. Oh, somebody did ask me about 1/1 stitching and if I could do a video showing how to do 1/1 stitching. I myself have never done 1/1 stitching. If I still have that piece of burlap, I can kind of show how I think it works. I'm not one to answer about 1/1 stitching. That may be something that Jessie Marie or Mackenzie, but I don't know that Mackenzie's doing videos right now. But they could probably answer, Jessie Marie could probably answer more than 1/1 stitching. I'm trying to think of who, half stitch, cross stitch does some 1/1 stitching. I've just never done it. It's not that I've just never, I think Eclectic Possessions does some 1/1 stitching. So maybe they could answer your question more there because I've never done it. I know how it would work, but I've never troubleshooted it. So I couldn't tell you issues that I have found with it. So anyway, on to the stitching, which is why you're here. So in November, I started my journal. Move my hands. And it helped so much. Let me tell you, my stitching bug was rampant in November. I had 4 finishes in November. And then like I said, when the drama llama came in, I just stopped stitching. I haven't stitched maybe 3 days since December the 30th, not January the 30th, that's in the future. But it's just been a slow progress since then. But everything's working out. Everybody's fine. Everybody is physically fine. That's all that matters. But so I'll start off with my progress. I finished my November towel. And this little guy was in timeout so long that I never finished backing him. So he was never displayed in November because he made me mad. People had asked when I posted that he was in timeout, why he was in timeout, because he was so cute. It's this turkey. Tom Turkey made me very angry. If you look really close, please don't. You will see that his feathers are kind of shifted this way and they're not exactly even. When I stitched this, I stitched one color at a time in the art to make it a little bit easier, and somehow I squished the these black stitches over too far this way or these over too far this way. I don't really remember, but I just know it was kind of off. So I kind of had to fake it till I made it till the end on the inside stitches. So, but it's okay. It was a good stitch. I love him. He's cute as can be, but he got in time out. And then in December, I actually finished December early enough that I was able to stitch on January in November. That's all kind of confusing. But there's my December. This has been my favorite towel to stitch so far. And oddly enough, it was one that I was dreading the most because of all the red. This guy popped out so fast. It was amazing. I was really shocked. And he has yet to be backed as well. I will probably do that in the next couple of days. I know that I showed you guys how I backed it, what it looked like after it was backed. And several of you have, said that was something that you didn't know about. Let me know. I'm probably going to actually do the iron-on backing in the next couple of days for November and December, to where I can display December in December, and to where I can put November away. And if you want me to, and if you will not judge the back of my work, I will be glad to show you how the fusible interfacing stuff actually works. So again, just let me know in the comments, and I'll be glad to do a very quick video. It'll be like a 2-minute video. Probably won't show my face, just showing you how that works. So just let me know. I'll be glad to share that. But again, that's the December towel. In January, I got about halfway done with January in November. And then, like I said, my stitchy bug has kind of stopped. There is a lot more stitching on this than you will be able to see because he's a snowman. Let me show you what he's gonna look like. That's what the January towel is going to look like. And I have most of the snowman's body stitched. You just can't see it because it's white on white, but it's there to there. Once I back stitch him and put it in the buttons, you'll be able to see it, but it's at least 150 stitches of white on white right there. And then I've started his scarf, and I've done kind of a modified parking. I was doing parking, and then it got tangled, and I moved it up here for the purposes of the video to where I could get it out of the way. But I am kind of parking. And I don't see how you guys do it. Just these 4 colors are driving me mad. I'm getting knots, but I salute the people who do. This was the perfect, I had thought about wanting to try parking, and this was the perfect towel for me to realize that parking will never be my thing. I'm getting knots, and it's more try. I mean, I like that I'm not having to switch out the color every single time. It's a lot faster than having to restart, because if you can see, like every 2 rows of stitches in this towel, there's a new color. And so that would take a lot. It definitely saves time, but it's not something that I can say that I enjoy. So I don't know, it works, but I don't like the method. But there's January, and I'm hoping to start plugging away because I'm really starting to feel the itch to stitch again. But there that is. Oh, I forgot to tell you guys, when I was talking about life, I had the pleasure of having dinner with Eclectic Possessions and Jimmy Flosstube. We got together and we had dinner. We we've said before that we live kind of in a close. Actually, I think we live closer than Organic Gurney and I do. So we're close enough to meet in each other's towns. And they actually came here, and we had dinner. And then afterwards, we actually came to the house and hung out some. And Emily and I didn't stitch. We talked about the holidays, and just kind of, it was before Thanksgiving, the week before Thanksgiving. Just, we talked about the holidays and stuff coming up, and the wonderful joys of holidays. And then the boys actually retreated to my husband's, I call it his man cave. It's not really his room. It's just the room where he has his music stuff in. Let me tell you, there were cackles and laughing. I think they kind of probably got I think they got more excited than we did. We were talking about sad stuff and they were there laughing and having fun. So, but it was a lot of fun and hope to do dinner with them again. Connor. So my camera battery died. Anyway, as I was saying, for whatever reason, Connor just really liked Jimmy Flosstube. I mean, he's a pretty likable guy, but he's just, to this day, he's asking when we're going to go see Mr. Jimmy again. So, for what it's worth, Connor really likes Mr. Jimmy or Jimmy Flosstube. But anyway, we had a blast, and I look forward to doing dinner again with them, hopefully maybe after the holidays and all this crazy rush is done. So anyway, okay, on to my other finish. I finished this actually sitting in my dad's hospital bed on November the 30th. And this is Teaching is a Work of Heart by Lizzie Kate. And then I have already started the second one. This is a really quick stitch, guys. It was so much fun. This is a piece of scrap fabric that I had that when I counted it out ended up being like 25 count even weave, not linen because it doesn't have the slubs. It's actually true even weave. Anyway, and I did the colors as they were charted. And then this is the beginning of the other one. I'm doing these for my son's teachers and his teacher and his parapro. And I saw that somebody on Stitch Mania, when I was talking about doing this, had put the teacher's name and year on the books. And I have already told her, but I'm stealing that idea. Because I was trying to figure out how I was going to put that information on here. And I will put the information on the books. And then my fourth finish for November, if you were my partner in Cross Stitch and Discuss for the Winter Gifts Exchange, please look away, because I don't know if you watch my videos or not, and I don't want to ruin your surprise. So look away now, because I'm going to show you an ornament, and I'm going to ship it out today. Okay, hopefully she's looked away. This is the ornament I stitched for her. It's the, you can see what it is. Was a very easy stitch. It is a Mill Hill kit. I will tell her that if she's listening. And I had a lot of fun doing this. I did the hanger myself instead of doing it as a magnet. I love Mill Hill kits. And that is it for stitching for November. I do have some haul. Pretty good bit of haul. Stitch from Stash starts next month. So, and some of this is from this month too. So that's my disclaimer. And some of this was intended to be gifts for myself, and then my husband said no, just keep them. So first of all, one of the first things I got were these little tart tins. These came from Fred's Pharmacy. I think those are just a Southeast store. I don't think y'all have those anywhere else, but these were $2 a piece, and they're ornaments. But I figured that I could put stuffing and put finishes in them. So I got two white ones, or all cream, I guess, maybe. 2 beige and 2 browns. $2 a piece instead of the normal, like, 10 bucks they are. And then after Tara Stitches showed her Mill Hill sampler kits, I fell in love, and I've been looking for them. And I found a couple on eBay. They were all, including shipping, less than $10, or both were less than $10. This is the, what is this one called? Golden Crystal. And then I also purchased the Holly Berries. And I opened this. It didn't come like this. I opened it because I wanted to look at it to see how hard it was going to be. And they look pretty easy. And then just yesterday, I was at the thrift store that I frequent fairly often, and they always seem to have cross-stitch stuff there. And I came across these blackwork kits. I've never heard of this person before. Leon Conrad Designs. This says Blackwork Fancy by Leon Conrad from the Elizabeth, yeah, I can't say that word. Elegant series, 9th in a series of 12 beaded blackboard designs. Elizabethan. But there that is. And this is the first one I got. It's not a very clear picture. And then this is the second one. And then this is the third one. It comes with the pattern. I'm going to try to cover this up without showing you the pattern, which I probably just showed it to you anyway. The pattern, the fabric, a needle, the thread, and the metallics and the beads, because one of them has metallics in it. Which one? Oh, this one does. But I got these for $1, and I'm thinking about sending one of these as a gift to somebody who likes spike work as well. I'll see. I don't know yet. And then I feel bad sending it to her, but I only paid $1 for it. But I guess it doesn't matter. It's a thought that counts, right? And then I did purchase some of the variegated flosses for the towels of the month. They're DNC, nothing fancy. Let's see. Let's do it this way so I can see the numbers. And you can see the colors. This blue one is 4230. Still have it wrong. This pink one is 4180. And this green one is 4047. This one's for January. This one's for, I think, February. And I think this one's for March. I went ahead and looked through and got all the variations that I needed, because I ended up having to order these from 123 Stitch, because none of my stores close to me had the variations thread. So there those are. You guys said you liked the white cards, so. And then I was gifted a wonderful gift from the lovely Belinda Stitches, who has been very understanding in my moment of crisis this last month. And we are partners on the social stitching group for the Year of Whips. And for my first, we were only supposed to send a postcard. She spoiled me and sent me some candy, and then she sent me a beautiful dragonfly magnet and a dragonfly scissors fob, which I need to get. They are being used right now, so in the next video I'll show those. And then she sent me this butterfly pattern by AAN, and then this beautiful star sapphire linen, 32 count linen, which I think those go wonderfully together, so I think I'll stitch that on that. I think that might have been her intentions, I don't know, but if it fits, that's where it's going to go. And then I was also gifted by my sister. I know nothing about these, and she purchased these for an awesome price, and I've looked them up, and apparently they were a series. I don't know a lot about it. If you guys know more about it, let me know. I don't know that I'll ever be able to finish this, because I think it would become like Starry Night. It is the Nativity by Serendipity Designs. It's the entire series. It's got the Shepherd Boy, the Shepherds, the Bethlehem Star, the Holy Family, the Wise Men, and then the Camel. And I looked into doing this. I was really excited. I want to stitch it, but then I don't know realistically if that's something that I would be able to ever finish. And then when I finished, I don't know what I would do with it, because it's got a specialty frame, and the frame itself is like a couple $100, because it's the special like folding frame, and it doesn't, I wish I could, let me see, it's got a picture. See if I can show you the picture. I think it's got a picture in here of what it's supposed to, how it's supposed to be displayed. Does it? Yes. That's how it's supposed to be displayed. So each of these are very huge. Each of them have like 30 or 40 colors in them. And then it's displayed, this frame folds. I don't know. I don't know if it's something that I could do or not. I'm trying to apply the, I know you guys have heard the grant me the wisdom, the strength to know the thing, to change the things I can, ignore the things I can't, and know the difference between the two or whatever. Accept the things I can't, ignore the things, know the difference. Trying to know the things I can stitch, know the things I can't, and you know, use that for my buying if I'm not gonna be able to stitch it, you know. But I'm really excited about that. She paid $2 for that entire set. She found it at a thrift store and thought of me because I've been wanting to stitch a nativity scene, and she saw it, and I think it's just a bigger undertaking than I can actually take on. So we'll see. And then I found another stitcher. There's a girl that has a online stitch store near me, kind of. It's in Georgia. It's not near me. I think it's in Georgia or it's in Alabama. Anyway, her mom had some of her stuff that she was going through, and she was selling some of her mom's stash. And one of the things was the stitchers. And as you guys know, I already have this design. It's by Homespun Elegance. So I'm actually going to gift this chart to somebody who had wanted this pattern. But the reason I got this is it came with the entire embellishment pack. So I now have the linen that it calls for, and then the scissors. No, where do the buttons go? They're not in here. They fell out. Well, that's awesome. Anyway, I got the linens, the little scissors item, and then the buttons are here somewhere in my stash, hopefully. And then along from her, I also purchased this Mirabilia Snow Days. I'm sorry, this is actually yeah, it is a Mirabilia by Nora Corbett. And I just like this one, but it's a lot of white, so we'll see. But I just love that little snowman. And then, I don't know if I showed this in the last video or not, but this was gifted to me by Wendy Grant. She stitched this. We both fell in love with this. She found it on eBay. I don't know if she found the chart or she found the magazine, but she found the chart, she stitched it, and then she passed it along to me. And was it Atomic Stitches or Numerous Needles? I think Numerous Needles stitched this. And it says, "Come sit and rest and have some tea. A welcome guest you'll always be." And I just thought that was so pretty. So there that is. She gifted me that as well. And then last and definitely not least, I purchased some of the colors for my the Four Seasons Quaker or whatever, the one I showed it to you earlier. This one, my Big Toe Designs. I purchased some of the flosses for that. So my camera died again, and then I had to go get Connor. I didn't have time to finish the video, and I had to go by the post office and drop some things in the mail. I realized that I did not show you one of the whips that I worked on, and that is my Be Thankful by Imaginating. So I thought I would show you that now. I didn't make it to my goal. My goal was to finish this basket all completely out, and I didn't make it there. That is where I currently am. And as you know, this was a stitch along with Jessie Marie, who has already finished her stitch along. But that is where I am now. Connor's over having his TV time, so if you hear the TV, I apologize. And then I will show you the flosses that I got that will be part of the Seasoned Quaker. They're all greens, nothing, anything fancy. I just happened to get the first in the row, and they happen to be greens. I have Okie Finoki, Bark. This is one of the, this was supposed to be also in my Stony Creek towels, but I decided just to use the DMC equivalent because it's not very variegated, and it wasn't. I decided it wasn't worth not wasting the floss, but paying for the floss for that towel. I just used the DMC. This one is Juniper. This one is Kudzu. Amazed at how many dark greens are in that one. And then these are both coloreds. But what I'm doing is each time that I make a purchase at 1, 2, 3 Stitch, I'll throw a few of these in there, just enough to make it worth the shipping. And then eventually I'll have all of them, and I don't feel like I'm making a huge purchase. Okay, so Then, as far as stitching plans from now until our next video, which I said will probably be mid-January. Yeah, I said probably that time. In November, my goals were to finish my November towel, to finish my December towel, to finish the main Be Thankful motif, and to finish the gift exchange ornament. And I finished November, December, and the exchange ornaments. And I did not finish my Be Thankful. So I met all my goals. The only start I had was the Lazy Kate, and I finished that one. And then that was it. Okay, for November, the sales that I'm going to stitch in is on the 24th in Stitch Mania, they're doing the Touch of Gray, which is a color sampler. And I don't know that, or not sampler, but you stitch on that challenge. There we go, wrong word. Color challenge. I don't know that I will stitch on that one because it'll be Christmas Eve. I'm sorry, not Christmas Day. But then the 25th starts a sale called the 12 Days of Christmas. And I thought that would be a perfect time for me to start to stitch on my 12 Days of Christmas. Where's my small whiteboard? I'll just use this one. Let me show you where I currently am on that project, to where you have a beginning spot, and then I will have my video next month showing where I got to. You could, I don't know all the details, like you could stitch on something, have numbers, I don't know, but I decided that since it was called the 12 Days of Christmas, that it would be best that I stitch on my 12 Days of Christmas by the Plum Street Samplers. This is where I currently am. And it's the 25th, I think, through the 5th, I want to say. Let me see. I don't know when the cutoff is. I'll have to look and see. But I will stitch on this one project for those days. This is where I currently am. I have finished all but the 7th, 8th, 9th, and 10th days, and I've started on the 10th day. That is where I am. This is just on the Witchelt 32 count linen from, I get it at Hobby Lobby, like a huge piece, and that's probably my go-to fabric. And then I cut it down as I need for different projects, because I like a neutral color. And then this is DMC, the red is 115. Is my phone, I'm sorry. The green is 4045, and then I've got black and gold as well. And then they are having on January the 5th for the year 2017, on the 5th of every month, you do work on a full coverage piece. My piece will be my Starry Night that you guys have not seen in a very, very long time. So I thought I would show you where I am now. Thing, it needs some love, and all of my markings have faded again. I'll have to re-grit it again. That is, maybe not, you can kind of see them. That is where I am now. A little over halfway through. So this is what I'll be working on the 5th of every month. That is not a Saturday or Sunday for the year of 2017. Okay, well that is now it for now. I finally have showed you everything. Sorry the video is so herky-jerky. Connor, did you want to say something? He told me that he would sit quietly if he could come say something, so here he comes. Come sit next to me.
Merry Christmas!
Can you see? Let's make sure. There we go. So he just wanted to say hello. He's been over there quietly while I finish up the video. So I just want to say Merry Christmas, and you guys have a Happy New Year. Happy stitching, and always thanks for watching. Hey guys, Stitching May here. I'm going to do my update video. I do realize that it's the middle of December, and I'm just going to call it the December 2016 update, because it will probably, I cannot say probably today. It will probably the middle of January before I can do a video as well. Connor will be home from school for his winter break, and he goes back, I think, the second or third-ish week of January, so it'll probably be video. I was too far away, so I'm a little bit closer. I feel like you can like see the, what was that? There was a really loud noise outside. No clue what that was. Anyway, that distracted me.